But one thing that I've noticed in Europe is the generations of mares that have gone from one, been in a family for, parents and grandparents. And here in North America, we have very little multi-generational breeding. So to get into breeding here, often people are starting from scratch. So they're trying to find the best mare that they can find to get started, or they had a performance mare that her career ended short and they decide, we'll breed. And that's just the reality of things over here. It's not something to be hypercritical of because, we have to start somewhere. I'm the first in my family to be in breeding horses, and multiple people that I've ridden for, they bred and then their children don't take it on. So there's very little passing down from one generation to another directly. And what we find a lot is mentorship from a breeder to the next generation, and passing down what they've done and what they've built as far as mares go. I was fortunate to pick up from multiple breeders, including Jean Brinkman at Valhalla Farm. And after she had bred for several generations, and choose mares from there. So I knew what I was getting into, what I had as far as a producer early on, and it gave me a lot of confidence in experimenting with different stallions. From mares that I knew really well, I could find out specifically what the stallions are contributing, which has been great for me because I ride for multiple stallion owners, and not always do those stallions have any progeny on the ground yet. So we're able to give a lot of feedback as to what the stallion produces because of the familiarity we have with the mare. So, it being kind of a first generational thing here, it's really important to find breeders who know what they've produced and are handing it down. And then from that standpoint, really cherish the mares. The mare quality here is there are very good mares here. I think the link is in that passing down from one generation to another and really knowing what they're going to produce over and over again, and holding a mare family in a regular family. So the more that you know about the mare, the better. There's stallions that have hundreds of offspring, but 3 exceptional offspring. And, the differing factor is what mares they were crossed with. So the more that you can figure out about that, the better you have a chance of producing something very exceptional, and producing fillies, and to grow up and be in your mare herd that are just very familiar to you, I think is the key to success.